Good afternoon, Toastmasters.
Good afternoon.
How are you all doing?
Good.
Good? Are you having a good time?
Yes.
Here you are again in a Toastmasters meeting, listening to the speeches and opinions of your friends. It's a nice little break from the hard, hectic day, right? You are all office workers, so you understand what that means. A lot of people think that an air-conditioned life is easy, but you know just how hard you work. But ladies and gentlemen, I am here to talk to you about the real hard work life. That of a person who works from home. Yes, working from home is a very hard life. I would know because I do it all the time. And I thought I would share some of my experiences with you. Look at my attire. This is how I dress at home. For now, I'm wearing full-length pants. But if I was at home, they would stop right here. I dress in a graphic t-shirt and way too short shorts. That is how I dress. You can't build any discipline like that. Imagine if you were working like a smelly, disgusting hippie, wearing clothes that haven't been washed in like 3,000 days, give or take. How can you have any pride in your work? You wake up, hair all messy, breath stinking, and you walk about only this much distance to sit down and work. That is my daily life. I can't have any pride. I am like a zombie, a walking, smelly mass of hair and coffee and bad decisions. Speaking of bad decisions, let's talk about coffee. Yes, please come in during the speech. Right, so getting back on track. Speaking of coffee, I'm familiar enough with this club to know that as soon as this session ends, a lot of you are headed straight down to the coffee shop. It's 4 o'clock after all, it's coffee time, right? There's going to be a downpour of coffee into your mouth. That's how you'll say it, coffee time. And I will join you, but in my head, I'm thinking, oh my sweet heavens, thank God, I can get some coffee right now. Because that's how I've become at home. Coffee is the lifeblood that runs through my veins. No, seriously, great people of the past have said, we may be black or white, Hindu or Muslim, but we all bleed the same red. But if you were to take a scalpel and make an incision right here, the only color you will see is brown. Okay. For you all, coffee is a luxury, but for me, it is the life-giving water that sustains civilizations. The difference between you and me is that you want some coffee. I need the coffee. Have you heard of this movie, The Dark Knight Rises? Yes. There was a great line in it, which went something like this. You merely adopted the coffee, Batman. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light ginger caramel latte until I was a man. Now I can see some of you are impressed by the way I conduct myself and the language that I use. I am lucky because I'm a writer. So even though I work from home, I have to use words every day. Some people, the brave souls who are not writers and work from home, they suffer because they lose their social skills over time. They're not meeting anyone, so they lose their grasp of the English language. If you have a colleague who's recently started working from home, you will be able to see the difference if you meet them every few months. At first when you meet them, they'll be like, ah yes friend, it's been so long to see you, it's been so nice meeting you, I've started working from home recently, it's nice and it's very convenient. The next time you meet them, they'll be like, yes friend, long time no see, work good, little lonely. And finally when you see them after a few months, they'll be like, sunlight no, tired me, They become like a caveman. There is a very famous image called the evolution of man. Have you heard of it? It shows us how we came to be as we are today. And I've brought that image for you. If we could have it up on the screen. Right. Okay, so in case this projected, okay, operating, thank you. But this is the evolution of man. As you can see, we started with an ape-like creature, and then as time went on, and as civilization progressed, we became more upright and evolved. Now, as someone who works from home, I go from bed to desk every day, and eventually you start walking a little like this. And then when you go and sit at your computer, you hunch over like this. I have literally evolved in the opposite direction. Because I work from home, I have reverse evolved. That is my life now. The bad decisions, the coffee addiction, the lack of grammar, and the reverse evolution, these are what I have become. And you all, because you understand that, you might now say, Vaibhav, I didn't know that working from home was so hard. I really admire your effort. Right? Thank you all for thinking that. And you might say, but this office might have assigned you an office space, right? Why don't you simply go to office if working from home is so hard? But then I will have to deal with Bangalore traffic. I think I will choose to be a caveman instead. Thank you all for listening to me. You've been a wonderful audience. Over to you, Toastmasters.